Hello, my name is Daniel, and I'll be going through my laptop composition, Decode, and explain how I composed this piece and explain my thought process creating this complex patch. The player 1, who is standing in front of the screen, can press Game Start button here to start the game.
Hello, Sean.
A 50-second instruction pre-recorded file will start playing to instruct the player on how to play the game.
You bomb modules that will blow you up and this audience into smithereens. I hope you have been paying attention in your laptop ensemble class because this bomb is coded in max MSP. Of course, I wouldn't leave you by yourself to decode these modules. You have a little police friend who will try whatever they can do to help you with the little phone you have down there. But there isn't any good way for the police to communicate to you. So what will you do? Come on, detective. Decode my puzzles. Time ticks away.
As you can see, the timer has officially started, counting down from 10 minutes. Decode is an audio game composition where two players communicate with each other non-verbally in order to stop an imaginary bomb from exploding. From the traditional design of laptop ensemble compositions where composers design an instrument to play the music on, I have designed the game directly onto max MSP for a player to solve. I found interesting interactions happening between performers when I pit them together to solve puzzles. Out came a composition that was memorable and enjoyed by the audience. I had the opportunity to work on Decode this semester while studying under Dr. Herman and taking the ideas that I truly wanted to explore in game music. I also wanted to design puzzles in a way that it involved live max patching. As you can see here, this module called Bang can be patched into any other modules here. As you can see, player 1, who is looking at the screen, is faced with these intimidating looking modules, which are essentially puzzle blocks with codes written into them. With no specific instructions on how to use them, however, player 1 is a sitting duck. There is, however, player 2, who is stationed on another laptop. Player 2 has access to sounds that can communicate information to the player who is solving the puzzles. When player 1 is met with a challenge or unknown instruction, player 2, who is holding a pre-given instruction, send player 1 a code. Player 1 translate those codes and carry them out. Here, we have to connect the Bang module into module number 1. After doing that, the player 1 has to click on the Bang sign here.
What? How did you find out that you could use the Bang module to trigger my other modules?
In Max, connection of an input source into an output source is the most basic way of getting a function to start. I wanted to visually show to the audience that by using the LED lights that show of the traveling path of electricity, this simple introductory puzzle allows the player to understand that Bang module can be used to activate all other module blocks, while letting them also know that they need to listen carefully and translate player 2's codes. To go along with the theme, I created a phone that serves as a notepad that allows for player 1 to ask player 2 for help. Since player 2 is stationed in front of player 1's screen directly, player 2 may read these notes and instruct player 1 on what to do using sounds in case they are struck. Player 1 must disconnect the wires that he used previously and now connect the Bang module into module number 4. Module 4, just like module 1, requires the player to connect the Bang into the module, but the sound cannot be heard at first. Yet the meter here shows that there is sound playing. There's a slider next to it, which immediately could tell player 1 that they need to interact with the slider to hear the next hint.
You can hear this now? This seems a bit too easy for you, doesn't it? Try module 3.
The player then connects Bang into module 3 as instructed. Module 3 is reversed. Here, player 2 instructs player 1 to connect module 6 between the bang and the module 3 to reverse the file.
Six. 3.
Notice how the music has changed now. There's actually an adaptive layer of music that triggers when the player has entered the 5-minute mark. Player 1 connects the bang into module 6, which now connects into module 3.
You're doing much better than I thought you would. Next up is Module 5.
Module 5 plays an unfortunate recording of the previous victim. The player is given a hint to listen to for the pitch for solving Module 10. Let's listen to Module 5.
No, the time's running out. I need to escape this place or this psycho's gonna kill me. What am I supposed to do on Module 10 again? I don't get it. What does he mean by listen to the pitch?
Player 1 may not understand what to do at first, but upon closer look realizes that the panel on Module 10 can be interacted with. Each of these waves symbolize a pitch from the bird call. Player 1 must listen to the pitch of the bird call in order to get the correct pitches of the bird call. Notice how the music has added another layer. Upon getting the right combination and attaching bang to it, player 1 solves Module 10.
Oh, boo-hoo. You're going to run around ruining all of my hard work. But alas, I have a surprise for you. Come and move that panel on Module 7 aside. Come on, I'll give you a second. Did you do it? That's right, you're looking at the core of my beautiful bomb. Everything that you've been doing all along was helping me activate it. Good luck, Mr. Jones. I'll see you on the other side. In hell!
The player, after being instructed to move the panel on Module 7, finds an atrocious looking puzzle. The villain has revealed his final puzzle, the battery puzzle. This puzzle challenges both players' skill by instructing them to both connect and disconnect cords. On players 2's screen, they are given the correct combination. Due to the difficulty of this puzzle, player 1 must understand when he has made a correct connection.
3.
And as usual, they must connect the bang module into the battery. Green lights on the battery on the bottom output and on the batteries will light up to show the player that he has made a correct connection. Notice the change in music. As the player 1 enters the final 1 minute of the puzzle, they hear the most intense part of the music.
Wait. What? You defused my bomb? Impossible! How could this
Upon
be?
solving this final puzzle, the timer stops.
The cops are here. I won't go easy on you next time. See you later, Detective Jones.
And the pre-recorded audio file plays, signaling the player's victory. If the player fails to reach the solution, they are met with this fated ending.
And the bomb blew up, and Sean's body was never to be found by the police. Time's up. You lose. Game over.
And that is the piece. All of the sounds, music, and design have been carefully thought out in order to create a smooth transition and learning curve for the player to make it easy for the audience to also understand what's happening within the gameplay. As this is a puzzle and the performance largely relies on the player not understanding the solution prior to solving the puzzle, I needed my player to be confused, but not too confused. Each design of the puzzle took a long time to test and iterate in order to make it easy to understand. This is a timer. The timer is originally set to start at 10 minutes. And as the game starts, it awaits until the instructions have finished playing. The timer plays a crucial part in the background music that plays accompanying the player on his journey. The background music that you heard is composed of 4 overlapping adaptive music layers, approximately 20 seconds per layer, to work with the limitations of the patch. The music was playing at 90 beats per minute, which is faster than the ticking of the clock that is visible on screen, giving the sense of urgency to the player. Here, we could see the adaptive music at work. When the timer hits certain time marks like 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and 1 minute, a new layer of music is activated, seemingly making the music and the playing experience even more intense. The piece was performed live at the Laptop Ensemble concert by Sean Jones and Alicia Wilson. The result that I got to see was the audience who enjoyed the performance and the sounds that were being played by the interactions between player 1 and player 2. Players 2's sound got more and more intense as the timer reached 0, and overall it turned out to be a fun game to play and perform. Funnily enough, Sean, who was player 1, was in a great amount of distress while performing this piece. The audience, also seeing the time get closer to the last few seconds, were rooting for Sean to solve the puzzles. This type of interaction that brought the audience and the whole performance closer together made it very fun to watch. Thank you for watching.